Hey y'all, welcome back to Hopped Up Beer Review. Today we're trying Bittersweet. It's an Imperial coffee milk stout from Left Hand Brewing Company out of Longmont, Colorado. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to Hopped Up Beer Review, the show where we give you our unprofessional and somewhat biased opinion, and we laugh and have fun while we do it. Right, Andy? Be sure to like, subscribe, and cheers that notification bell, and check us out on social media. Links are below in the description. There is Jay representing HSV. There's Andy in his attic, and I am Ben. Boys, what are we drinking today?
We're drinking Bittersweet. It's from Left Hand Brewing Company, Longmont, Colorado. It is an Imperial coffee milk stout. So many descriptors for this beer.
So it's a lot of words for this beer.
Yeah, it's just one beer.
And it is limited. So
Actually, you know what? It's even more limited than that because it said it's no longer in production.
Wow.
So we are doing a pointless review because everybody's like, oh, we can't go out and do
here's a beer.
You know what? It's bittersweet.
Yeah, there you go. I like what you did there.
Yeah.
You know what? It might still be on some shelves somewhere and collecting dust in a craft beer store. So y'all, we need to get this review out soon.
Do we not crack this and put these on eBay? Is that a possibility?
I need beer.
Okay. All right.
In my face.
All right. Fine.
And it's a stout, man. It's a coffee milk stout.
Hey, I'm just trying to fund this channel, Somebody's got to pay for all the voiceovers that we do here and other acting.
Is that not your real voice?
No, it's not.
Nothing like a coffee stout late in the evening.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Heavy on that bittersweet coffee.
It is. Coffee all the way. No escaping it.
Super dark. I wonder what the SRM is on this. It doesn't include it. Jeez Louise. Like, this is your motor oil.
Yeah. I mean, I see a little bit of light coming through there. I mean, this is not a what was the sweet potato beer we did?
Throwing
yams.
Yeah. This is not a throwing yams. It's not a black hole, but it is dark. So,
well, cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Drink up.
Cheers, mates.
Coffee.
Yep. Milky. Coffee. I'm gonna add another E to the coffee. Wow. Creamy. Good. This is like you said, 8.9%. So that's why it gets that Imperial tag. 54 IBUs. But you're not going to taste any bitterness in this.
How many IBUs?
Right. I saw that on the can, and I'm just going by the website. So there's so many discrepancies because the website said that, the can says that, and then
it's 36.
Yeah. Right. That's what I thought. So we'll say 36, or should we just take the average? Either way, I'm
going to go by the can.
Hop. Yeah.
I got you.
Where my research leads me.
I hear you.
Maybe that no longer in production. Because it's a seasonal.
I mean, hell, nobody's watching us anyway, so what does it matter?
If you know the actual IBUs of Bittersweet, then you're probably not watching this channel. So, or
you don't care. Because our last Left Hand is still in single digit views.
There you go. That's okay. That's all right.
It's a shame, man, but this is great stuff. Why aren't they continue?
Yeah,
I have a feeling why. I'll tell you in a minute.
Okay. I mean, we've had several good beers and good reviews from Left Hand so far. So definitely, I think this is the last of the box that I think I picked up for us of the mixed box. So maybe we saved the best for last. Maybe we didn't. But
And again, it's bittersweet.
We're just going to repeat that over and over again
Yeah.
throughout this video. Okay. So yeah, why do you think it's no longer in production?
I think it's costly to produce it, and I had to write down everything because the ingredients. It's got a lot of ingredients that go into this. So they use the Allegro coffee, but 2 types of hops, Zeus and Goldings. But how many malt? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 types of malts that they list.
Wow.
2-row, crystal, Munich, chocolate, Carafa 3 special, rolled oats, flaked barley. So it may not be cost productive to produce this beer. I don't know, but so far it's pretty good. For being a stout guy, I like them.
I can tell you so far that any beer with Carafa 3 special in it is definitely going to be one that I'm going to pick up. So
It's malt. It's not cannabis, Ben.
I mean, hey, don't judge.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying. That's your other review show.
I also noticed, just kind of looking a little bit out there on my own, that I guess they have this in a nitro version, in the pint can, or even in a bottle. I guess the version we got is not the nitro version.
Not the nitro.
Because it's in the teeny can here, the small can. But I'm wondering if it's something potentially, maybe what'd you say, 53, 54 IBUs is maybe in that nitro version potentially.
Well, on their website, I clicked on this one, not the nitro one, and that's what it said. But anyway, the nitro one is still said it's no longer in production too.
Really? That was going to be my next question.
Yeah.
Because I didn't notice whether it was or was not. Interesting.
Yeah.
This is another one of those, and we talked about this previously, where I'd love to try, the two in comparison, right? Like how does the nitro compare to this one? But I guess it's bittersweet that we won't get to do that. So we have to go after this one.
Yes, there we go.
Well.
That's our goal. We need in post production, you need to put a little bittersweet counter at the top to just go
ding,
on.
Ding, bittersweet, bittersweet. Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm not the best at video editing, which is obvious from the show here. But we'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
See what we can do.
It's a shame, because you're our only IT guy, but you're a dear friend to us and we can't get ready for somebody else. It's kind of bittersweet.
I mean, it is. It's definitely bittersweet, but you're stuck with me. Probably in more ways than one, right? Just friendship, and then some. So I'm gonna go ahead and step out on a limb here and say that nobody has ever had this before.
Not in this group, and nobody will again.
That's right. And of course, we always mention the little left hand on the tab, which is always kind of neat.
Dancing coffee beans everywhere.
Yeah. So interesting. This is definitely, when we pick up our beer, and we've mentioned this before, and we throw it in the box or the fridge or whatever, ones that you kind of look at and you go, hey, yeah, I'm kind of interested to see what that one's like. This is definitely one that I kind of picked out and was excited to try. So glad we're finishing up here, hopefully strong from left hand. So at this point, I guess let's move forward and review. Jay, what you think?
You want to start
Quiet.
me off?
Yeah. I mean, you
saying
hadn't it's just me and Andy talking back and forth there. So,
well, this may come as a complete shock, but I don't drink coffee at all. Never have. Not a coffee fan. So, yeah, I know.
It's shock in my heart.
Crazy.
How do I kick you out of this meeting? Where's that?
Yeah, good luck. Gonna happen. It's too late. We're already too many videos in.
I was about to say we have too much beer to share between the three.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So I mean, I drink them, I enjoy them, but it's not something that I would go to just because of that reason. I mean, coffee, I had some bad experiences. That's another story for another time. But is I actually haven't had caffeine in probably 12, 13 years outside of things like this. So
What?
Wow.
yeah.
Who
So
are you?
Yeah.
I know. It's a far
No,
cry from who I was when you guys knew me
I was about to say,
first. So
why are you so hyper all the time? I mean, I don't understand how you're so energetic without
yeah,
having caffeine.
yeah. I don't do it. Just don't like it. Haven't. I had one too many Mountain Dews on a 4th of July. I caught myself at like 2 in the morning with ants crawling, or what it felt like ants crawling all over my skin, and caught myself with my running shoes and went and run until I could get that out of my system. So since then, I really haven't had caffeine. And then you go back to
Mountain Dews.
yeah.
You did the dew.
Oh yeah, it was big.
That was an antifreeze, maybe.
No. Mountain Dew is fantastic. It's a huge seller around here. So, but yeah, coffee. There's another story for that another day. But so with regards to this one, given my not my disdain for coffee, but my appeal is not the greatest for it. It's a good offering. It's just very heavy on the coffee, and I would have liked a little more on the milk stout side, but it's I'd rate it probably a 6.5.
Okay. All right, Andy, coffee drinker, caffeine drinker. What say you?
I already had 3 cups of coffee today. And I like coffee stouts. I like milk stouts. So I like double the alcohol. And so this ticks all the boxes. I like stouts. And this is really good. And, I can see why they named it bittersweet, because you get the bitter from the coffee, the sweet from the milk, the lactose, caramel from the roasted malts. I'm giving it an 8. Good stuff. Left Hand, you've not let us down, and each one's been good. So thank you. 8.0.
Yeah. I think you hit the nail on the head. Bittersweet is a perfect name for this particular beer. I have had I'm 2 cups of coffee in the morning, every morning. So drink it black. So definitely a coffee drinker. Definitely like the coffee stouts, and this is no exception. It's a little bit more bitter than I would probably like, just because again, bitter is probably the least favorite thing of mine in a beer. As we all know, if you've ever seen any of our numerous IPA reviews, I don't know how we end up with so many of those, but that being said, we've talked about this before. For me, when a beer is bitter and that's kind of what you get on the back end, I just drink it faster, which is fantastic for an 8.9. So I still, even with that, I still really like it. I'm going to do a 7.5 because nobody's ever going to be able to drink this again and really dispute me on it. So it's bittersweet. So
Come at me, bro. You don't have to have this.
All right, that will give us a 7.3 for the Bittersweet Imperial Coffee Milk Stout. I need like a teleprompter here. From Left Hand Brewing Company out of Longmont, Colorado. Be sure to pick it up in the wild if you see it, because you won't ever see it again. So you can definitely let us know if you've had it, if you found it. That'd be fantastic. If you say you've had it, we'll probably just assume you've been lying anyway. So with that, from Hopped Up Beer Review here for Andy in the Attic and Jay, I've been. Check us out on social media, links below. Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Cheers, mates.
Bittersweet.